We're learning nothing.
We're learning everything.
Where did we get to?
We got to there, so just say the last sentence just said. Flows well.
Right. At least he was educated on.
Yeah.
Right. I am much more libertarian. Sorry. I am much more libertarian than for a right-winger, he replied, grabbing his jacket, getting out of the car and coming around to open my door, at least to the issues we didn't get any set. We ate at a little Italian restaurant where the waitress ogled Edward. She was tall, blonde, thin with blue eyes and innocent hips. I crossed my arms, annoyed. Edward picked up on it. Swanstein, you think I would ever even consider dating a Shiksa goddess like that? Sure, she is beautiful, but she doesn't even register. What your greatest relationship I said. That's the kind of thing. First date, that's what you want to say. Then Jazz already tossed him off, so...
Yeah.
I mean... His night's already ended well, doesn't he? He can say pretty much whatever he wants now. He shrugged, caressing my hand that rested on the table. We shared a few dishes, and after dinner, despite the cold, which after being in Boston wasn't that cold, we walked around the town and admired the decorations. The conversation centered on school. Edward was pledging Alpha Epsilon Pi, and I was currently being wooed by one of the few sororities on Brandeis campus. We talked about Boston, and how demanding school was. He mentioned how much he missed his friends, and that got us reminiscing about our youth group days and how usually at this time we were away at some winter convention. We were two birds of a feather, except no. Just no. I repeated my stealthy handjob on the ride back. I figure if I banked up enough of these, Edward would surely go down on me.
That's good relationship advice there.
That's the best relationship advice. It should always... Like, if you're planning sex... The best way to do it is not to talk about it, you know. You
gotta make them feel like they owe you.
Yes. Make them feel they don't really have a choice. Don't, whatever you do, discuss it with your partner and come to some conclusion that you both agree on and are comfortable with. That will be absolute bollocks. And there was always a toss on that.
Hey.
Fingering, no problem. But some guys love eating girls out and others didn't. I always hooked up the latter, so the one and only time Sam Alston went down on me at camp. I think it was Sam Uli in the book, and he was in his 30s. And he was a werewolf. Went down to me at camp. He had just come from eating ice cream at the Oh, I see, just come from... Sorry, I read that entire.
Oh, that's some really good ice cream.
He just come from eating ice cream at the canteen, and I ended up with a nasty infection. According to Rosie and Alice, it was fantastic, and I was curious to see what all the buzz was about. Just come from eating ice cream. Sorry, that amused me.
It's almost as good as the we're laughing whenever you hear I came as soon as I heard.
When we pulled up to my house, now completely dark except for the porch light, Edward walked me to my door. Bella, I really thought with all my boys gone I would spend this entire break in my room jacking off night and day. I'm really enjoying hanging out with you and Hay.
Man,
I'm only jacking off all day, he smirked. The boy had verbal diarrhea.
Wait, jacking off night and day? I didn't think the film was that good.
But the Frank Sinatra song was pretty good.
Yeah.
We should listen to that later.
Wait, you're admitting that something in a Tom Cruise film was good?
That wasn't a Tom Cruise film.
Oh right, that was a Night and Day Tom Cruise film.
Yeah, no, but like the song predates the film by some decades.
Oh right, okay.
Because I think Frank Sinatra died by the time that film came out.
Yeah, but Frank Sinatra Jr. pretty much just sings Frank Sinatra stuff.
You mean the Family Guy character?
Yes.
You're an idiot.
Hey.
That's your line, Muggins.
Glad I could help.
I want to see you again. Tomorrow. Do you want to come to Seattle with me? I need to do some last minute Hanukkah shopping. He asked, pulling me closer until our foreheads touched.
Yes.
I said softly, biting my lip, waiting for him to make the next move. His face came closer, and pulled me into a lip lock. After a few moments, we both came up for air.
Thanks for dinner, Edward. See you tomorrow.
Happy Hanukkah, Bella! He replied as I opened the door.
Thanks for dinner, Edward. It was amazing how you managed to find all the cheapest dishes on the menu.
And then complain about all of them till we got a reduction. Oh, racism. We've already started the fourth night now, already halfway through this one. Fourth night of Hanukkah. And so far, she's met this guy who she hated and hasn't seen in years, has hung out with him once.
Because he worked out.
No. Hung out with him because she was forced to and got drunk. Then decided the next best thing to do was to toss him off in a moving vehicle which he was driving. And decided to lose her virginity to him, despite having hung out with him once in several years and only kind of liking him. But hey, who are we to give a relationship with us?
for once, us actually having girlfriends.
I always have a girlfriend. Usually 2 or 3.
Actually having stable girlfriends.
No, Josie's not that stable. I take it back, Josie's very stable. It's terrible, I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to have to re-record this video now. I'm a bad person.
I'm sure it's fine.
Start reading.
After a restless night trying to sleep, I woke up completely addicted to Ellen Cullenman.
Edward Cullenman. Ellen, that would make it different.
What did I say?
Ellen.
I could see it.
I can't.
It seemed irrational, but I missed his presence. As I was plotting ways to spend more time with him, my mother came into my room. Hey! It's good aim, actually.
You're an idiot.
And sat on my bed. Bella, your father and I are going away.
Oh!
He got an alert last night for a last-minute travel deal. Of course he did.
Stop making fun of my people!
Round-trip airfare to Maui for $200. How can we pass that up?
Oh, fanfic, you make it too easy.
Besides, as empty nesters... As empty nesters?
Yeah, it means they have their children left the house.
As empty nesters, we have a newfound appreciation of one another.
Oh!
I threw up in my mouth, a little in my mouth. We didn't want to leave you alone with the Brandenburgs and Hayes out of town, but as my Cullenham offered to let you stay with them, my mum explained. I nodded my head in recognition, but inside I was ecstatic. That's cool. They're nice. I choked out. I'm so glad you and Edward have become friends. He's such a mensch. I pronounced that right?
Yes, you did.
Anyway, since you and Edward are going to Seattle anyway, we'll be hitching a ride with you and then getting a car service when we return in a few days. Well, Edward got a car service last time.
You're an idiot.
Now, go pack a bag for staying at the Cullenhams, she instructed.
Cullenhams. Oh, no, like Debenhams.
Cullenhams. This was not like my parents at all, but not having me at home for the past 4 months had definitely changed them. They were more relaxed about things. I just didn't want to think about what was driving that change in them.
Sex.
After pulling my toiletries, my cutest underwear, and my nice schlubby, but still comfortable clothes into a bag, and getting dressed for a day of shopping, I headed downstairs. Hey!
What?
Headed downstairs.
You're an idiot.
Edward picked us all up a few hours later.
Hey, nice. The girl and her parents. What a lad. School. Sorry, what?
The drive to Seattle was uncomfortable at best. My dad sat up front with Edward, giving him a hand job. And my mum and I shared the back seat, giving each other hand jobs.
I didn't say that. I can't read. Oh, it does. Never mind. You're right.
After saying goodbye to my parents, Edward and I headed up to Bellevue Square, giving him a hand job. The stores were too expensive for my blood.
This is not funny. You're being racist.
I'm not. I'm being racist. But Edward was still looking for something for his parents. We spent the whole day shopping, browsing, and making fun of the people wearing tacky Christmas sweaters. Edward liked shopping more than any guy I'd ever met. We had lunch at Cheesecake Factory.
I have to drink every time she mentions a brand. Probably the...
Actually, that's a good idea. And whenever there's something ostentatiously Jewish.
That's the whole thing. I'd be on an IV drip of matzah and vodka. Max and Ollie get racist and I do love YouTube. Subscribe! The button's down there.
Where is it? I don't know.
I don't know the...
I have a YouTube overhaul app thing.
Subscribe! The button is somewhere.
It's either there, or there. Not here. Actually, we could get one.
We could have embed a video, like a thing onto your nose.
Yeah.
We give you a nose, Chopper.
Embed. Subscribe.
No, stop it! No one is subscribing to your dick. Not now and not ever. Also, we're at 9 minutes 40. We're going to stop this video here and do the next one thing.
Subscribe.
Stop!